Bluetech had suggested that I begin my Wii search as soon as possible to avoid the holiday shortage. It seems there's already a shortage going on right now. I looked at the major retailers. I looked Costco, Best Buy, Fry's Electronics, which is a West Coast outfit, so not everybody watching this might be familiar with that. Um, let's see, where else did I check? Target, all the websites, essentially, and every single one of them was out. Which begs the question, is Nintendo going to ramp up the supply for the holiday season? I think they really need to. Right now, it's not going to be so bad, but come November and December, we're really going to be in for it. I found an article, though, that might suggest things are looking up. Let's see what we got. This is from Tech World, Techland, excuse me. The article is entitled "No Slowdown for Wii and DS," says Nintendo Press. This was written on October 6th, which is last week at the time of this recording, by Yi Win Yen. How hot is the Nintendo Wii? Even with the US economy in a meltdown, Nintendo may still struggle to meet demand for the third straight holiday season. Nintendo is Now this is the good part, I think. Nintendo is aggressively ramping up shipments of its popular video game console to avoid the shortage it faced last December. So I'm hoping this will give us some relief. But it might not. So like I said, I'm definitely starting my search next week. I was told that I should probably... I'm not getting my hopes up because I was told I would probably not find it next week. But if I have to search every single week until Christmas, I will. Even though it's going to be... it's for the family. But we already know that we're getting it. We've been trying for the past 2 years to get it, so it's no longer going to be any type of surprise. It will be a surprise if we can get it. So, I mean... I don't think we're going to try and keep it a secret. Anyway, back to the article. The company will increase its Wii shipment by 50% from the same period a year ago for the retail quarter. Nintendo will also bump up shipments of the DS, its popular handheld, by 10%, says Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé. Still, Nintendo is barely keeping up with demand this year. From January through August, the company sold 4.5 million Wiis in the U.S., a 45% increase from last year for the same period. Those figures already put Nintendo slightly ahead of analyst estimates to sell 9 million units for the year. Nintendo makes roughly half of its sales during the holiday selling season, October through December. Last year, during that period, Nintendo sold 2.85 million Wiis and 4.5 million units on the DS, according to NPD. Let me stop here for a second. That suggests to me that portable gaming is becoming more popular than the desktop consoles, though the Wii still has value in itself. I mean, the Wii lets you get up and move. The DS has a touchscreen. Both of these are very innovative in their own class. But at the same time, it looks to me from those figures that portable gaming might be getting an edge in desktop gaming. And let's remember, both of these had shortages now. Back to the article. Nintendo had underestimated the Wii craze last year. The company had to offer rain checks to last-minute Christmas shoppers, and consumers often paid a 100% premium on sites like Amazon to get the $250 video game system. Nintendo even lowballed the demand for the DS. Last December, Fils-Aimé promised consumers that the DS would be available even if the Wii was not. In an interview with Fortune, Fils-Aimé admitted that there was a DS shortage by mid-December. Quote, we ran out for North American supply for the DS Lite, he says. Actually, we haven't lasted a holiday season ever for the DS. The dual-screen handheld was introduced in November of 2004. A new version of the DS, called the DSi, will feature 2 cameras and debut in Japan in November. Phil Zamey said that the DSi would not hit stores in the US until well into 2009. And once again, like I've said in the past, I'm thinking summer. Back to the article. Phil Zamey was cautious on whether the company would be able to meet demand again this year. This holiday. Quote, I don't know if we'll be able to, but were we to get in a car right now and go to 100 retail locations in the San Francisco area, we would not be able to find a Wii in at least 60 of those stores, he says. Quote, our hope is that by next week, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and on December 23rd, you'll be able to find a Wii, end quote. And again, this was about a week ago at the time of this recording, and I didn't even check to see whether or not it was available, because again, I was just trying it. I probably would have gotten one today, but we had to get home for various reasons, so I wasn't able to go ahead with the purchase. But again, like I said, I'm gonna keep looking. Back to the article. Analysts anticipate strong sales for the Wii despite predictions of a broad decline in spending on consumer electronics. Quote, it will sell well, said Lazard capital equity research analyst Colin Sebastian in an email. Quote, the console remains in high demand, and I expect retailers will be using Wiis to attract more store traffic throughout the shopping period. The Kyoto-based company's profits increased 48% to $2.6 billion in profits in its 2008 fiscal year, which ended in March. Nintendo reports its next quarterly earnings on October the 30th. Phil Zamey says he's confident that both the DS and Wii will do well even in a depressed U.S. economy. Quote, the video game industry has weathered recessionary times fairly well. He notes, quote, I think a $130 DS as the big holiday gift for a child is something a parent can feel good about. Nintendo will debut more than 200 games for both gaming platforms this fall, such as Personal Trainer Cooking for the DS and Ubisoft's Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party for the Wii. Quote, if we get into uncharted territories with stocks coming severely down and unemployment spikes, then all bets are off, he added. I will provide a link to this article in my video description. I'm curious, how long did it take you guys to find a Wii? I was talking to JLS about this. She said that one of her relatives who had gotten it for her, it had taken them at least a month. So I'm not getting my hopes up, but I figure starting early would be the right thing to do to avoid the holiday rush. I guess that's it. So yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll get one. I don't know when. The search starts next week. Wish me luck. Comments are welcome. Thank you for watching, and have a nice evening.